Most dash cams that are claiming to be 4K are not actually 4K. So before you buy one, there's a few things you need to know. Because if you don't, you could end up with footage that looks good on paper, but completely fails when you actually need it. But before we go any further, remember this. Any dash cam is better than no dash cam. They all capture footage. Just some of them do it a whole lot better than others. Now I'm going to kind of break this down into parts, and we're going to go through them really quick, and I'm going to show you a few things to kind of watch for over here on the computer. Now I've reviewed a lot of so-called 4K dash cams, and I started noticing they're not all what they claim to be. So what does real 4K actually mean? Basically, it means it records at 3840 by 2160. And that equals about 8.3 megapixels. So here's the rule on that. If you have a dash cam that claims to be 4K, but yet it only has 5 megapixels, can't be done. It has to be right around 8 megapixels, or it's not going to be able to record in true 4K, that 3840 by 2160. So there's a telltale sign when you're looking at the product page and reading the details, and it claims to be 4K, but it's only 5 megapixels. There's your big red flag right there. Now here's a trick that a lot of these brands use. They'll use a 5 megapixel sensor, and then they'll upscale it to 3840 by 2160 and call it 4K. The problem with that, though, is when you upscale that, enlarge that picture, it starts getting a little pixelated and a little blurry. And those details really matter when you're trying to read street signs and, more importantly, sometimes license plates. Now, there's some sellers that will promote 4K dash cams, and they'll actually put that it has a Sony Starvis 2 in there, and they may even put what model number that is. The thing of it is here, though, if they do that, which a lot of them won't, but some of them will, if they put that it is a IMX 415 or larger, that's probably a true 4K sensor in there. However, if it's an IMX 335, it's probably a 5 megapixel that is upscaled to make it look like 4K. Now you can go into the properties of the video clip itself, and it'll show 3840 by 2160. The thing of it is, it's like when you take, I don't know if you've worked with graphics or not, but if you take like a picture, a small picture, and you try to blow it up, it gets pixelated and blurry, and it's not real sharp and clean. Same thing with these sensors on some of these dash cams. They upscale it, they resize it, and enlarge it. You just can't do that. Now you can go bigger to smaller, but you can't go smaller to bigger. Now a dash cam can say 4K on it, it can say it on the box, but unless that sensor is at least an 8 megapixel sensor, it is not 4K. Plain and simple. They don't expect the average person to really understand that, and they got me for a long time because I didn't really understand it. But now that I do, I wanted to share that with you. Now there are some sensors out there that you can actually trust. If you want a true 4K sensor, look for a dash cam that says it has an IMX 415, IMX 678, or IMX 585. Those will be true 4K 8 megapixel sensors. Now a lot of your dash cams will put the 8 megapixel sensor on the front, and it is 4K, and then they'll use like a 5 megapixel camera on the back. That's perfectly normal because on the back, the details matter, but not near as much as what those details matter on the front. And if you had a true 4K on the front and the rear, the prices of those would be astronomical, very expensive. Now there's some red flags you need to kind of watch for, and I've got some samples over here on the computer I want to show you. Come on up. So here's the thing, a lot of times there'll be no sensor listed at all. And if it just says Sony CMOS sensor or just like CMOS sensor, this CMOS right here, that's a telltale sign that it is not a true 4K dash cam. You look over here on the left and about the item, it says it's 4K Ultra HD recording. 4K again, 4K again, and it even gives you the measurements, but it does not tell you what megapixel it is. So odds are it's probably not, because they would be very proud of it and they wouldn't just put sensor technology CMOS. They'd put 8 megapixel something in your specs. Now this one does tell you the model number of the sensor, but a lot of times if they don't tell you the model, there's usually a reason. If it's not around 8 megapixels, it's not capturing real 4K detail. And a lot of times it'll be a low frame rate. So if you see 4K at 15 frames per second, that's a warning sign. In this example, it does say that it does have the Sony Starvis sensors, but it's an IMX335 and an IMX307. One's going to be the front, one's going to be the rear. And actually, the IMX335 is a 5 megapixel, common and budget 4K dash cams. Starvis, good low light for its class, but the thing of it is, it doesn't have enough resolution to be true 4K. So this one is going to be upscaled to make it the 3840 by 2160. And they'll call it 4K. And in all reality, it's decent daytime, but it's got softer detail, especially with moving objects. So it's not going to get those license plates like they claim to be able to get. And as far as the 307 right there, that is a 1080 sensor, which about 2 megapixels. It would be okay on the back end. Now, this is a decent camera, but it is not 4K, and that's the whole thing, is they are just misleading the consumers. Now, here's a good example of a true 4K. Now, you notice down here, it has a IMX678. That's going to be on your front. That is a true 4K 8 megapixel sensor. And even on your rear, it's got a 662. So this is a high-end camera that it truly is 4K. It doesn't just say it is. It's listing the model number of the Starvis 2. And that's the thing. Just because they say Starvis 2 does not mean they are 4K. It's a good sensor, but it is not truly 4K, so don't be misled. Now here's another good example of a true 4K dash cam. It says it's 8 megapixels and it's IMX678. Now there's something else I want to mention real quick on your better dash cams. A lot of them will have GPS and a wireless app control. There's little features that make some of these dash cams a lot better than the others. Now, even some of your cheaper ones that claim to be 4K and they're truly not 4K, they do offer the GPS, which basically just shows you your speed. And that is a big plus sometimes. Like if you get into an accident and somebody claims you were speeding, you may have proof right there on your dash cam that you were not speeding. Now, there's more to quality than just the resolution. There's the type of lens you're using, the bit rate, and things such as that. But the only way that you can really prove that one and know for sure it's 4K is to actually see the footage. And if you buy a camera and you want to check on that, if you'll download the video clip to your computer, then you can right-click on it and check the properties on it. So don't buy a dash cam just because it says it's 4K. And like I said, having any dash cam is better than no dash cam, but don't pay big bucks expecting it to be a wonderful, real 4K dash cam, because it may not be. Make sure they list that actual sensor that they use and it shows the megapixels. And if it's available, look at some sample footage. Check out some video reviews and see if they show sample footage. And if you see headlights, like at night, if you see headlights or street lights and they're all kind of blurry and blown out and just look like a big blob of light, that's not going to be a true 4K sensor. It's going to be upscaled and it becomes a little blurry like we've talked about a while ago. Now I wrote 4 things down that you need to check when you're looking at the details on a product page before you buy that dash cam. Number 1, do they list the exact sensor? Is it around 8 megapixels for real 4K? Does it record 4K at 30 frames per second or higher? Some 4K can record up to 60 frames, but even your higher end dash cams usually are going to be 30 frames per second. 60 is possible, but no. And do they show real driving footage? That's what we kind of talked about a while ago. Look for those product reviews and even the brand's video reviews. Sometimes they'll show it, but you want to be able to check those if at all possible. Now, a good dash cam is not about what's written on the box, on the product page, or stamped on that dash cam. It's about what you actually see when it matters. Hey, I hope you got some value out of this video. And if you're in the market for a dash cam, at least now you kind of know what to look for and some red flags to watch for. I've got a playlist right over here with quite a few dash cams in there that you can kind of look at, and a lot of the videos have samples of the video quality. Give you an idea of what you're looking for. Anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, y'all.